Hello and welcome to my channel. Here I will be creating animated book summaries for you featuring the best pieces of information from books that I have read. Let's start with Mark Cuban's How to Win at the Sport of Business. The 5 best pieces of information from the book that I personally got. First off, knowledge. In the book, Mark Cuban says most people won't put in the time to get a knowledge advantage. He describes how when he was starting out, he read everything. Most pieces of information these days are public and many of them are free, yet most people won't bother to put in the time and effort it takes to read information and gain knowledge. That means that if you do, you will gain a huge advantage over your competitors. Secondly, effort. Effort is the only thing in life and in business that you can control. However, most people make a mistake when it comes to measuring effort. Most people look at how long they have spent on a task and use that to measure their effort. That is, they use time as a measure of effort. Instead, effort should be measured by writing your goals down and tracking your results. Number 3, try a lot. Especially when you are young, in your 20s, you should try a lot of different things. Do not think that you have to know exactly what you want to do and stick with that. Try many things and build a knowledge base. Learn how to learn. By trying many different things, you will eventually find what you love to do. Once you have found what you love to do, you have to learn how to get good. Learn how to be the best at what you do. Remember, it doesn't matter how many times you try, it doesn't matter how many times you fail. It only matters that you get it right once. And that is the beauty of business. You only have to get it right once, and then you will be successful. Now, the fourth point covers when you are starting a business. Sweat equity is the best equity. Mark Cuban says that when he is starting a business and he's writing his business plan, he does 4 simple things: calculate expenses, write a general overview of his business and the competitors, determine why the customer should buy from him, and then go out, knock on doors, and inquire to your potential customers if that your service, your business is something that they would want to buy. This type of business plan limits your downside because at this stage you haven't invested anything. Always consider the path of least resistance. The thing that is easiest for your customer to do is often the thing that they will do. Is it easier to stand in line at a store or buy stuff from Amazon? And lastly, the WTF points. Whether it's the economy or your finances, or maybe you just snap one day, eventually you get to a point where you say, WTF. When you reach this point, there is a to-do list. Firstly, do not be afraid to live like a student. This is because, and I quote, the greatest obstacle to destiny is debt, both personal and financial. By living like a student and lowering your expenses, you have more freedom to pursue different paths and find the one that is right for you. Which leads to the second point: take lots of chances. As discussed before, especially when you are young, take lots of chances. Do different things and find what you like. Which brings to point number 3: find the right job for you. And point number 4: be the best at it. Lastly, point number 5 is start the day with a positive attitude. When you face the day with a positive attitude, it sets the day up in the right tone for success. To bring it all together, try a lot of different things to find what you love to do and then get good at it. An easy way to do this is to read a lot, because most people will not put in the time and effort to do so, which means that you will have a knowledge advantage. Speaking of effort, remember that effort is the only thing that you can control, but the only way to measure effort should be through goals and results and not through time. When you find what it is that you want to do, sweat equity is the best equity. Keep expenses low and build a business from the ground up. Remember, it's okay to live like a student, because by keeping expenses low, you are avoiding one of the greatest obstacles to destiny, which is debt. And one final point that I'd like to leave with you is that it's in the doing, not in the dreaming. Alright, thank you for watching my first ever video. Feel free to let me know what you liked or didn't like about this video. If you have any ideas or suggestions about what book you would like to see me review next.